Hi again, everyone. I'm Ollie Matthews. This is Refuge from Narcissism, and this refugee video is a sponsored video sponsored by Teresa for Kurt. And here's Kurt's story. Hey, Ollie, praying for you and Charlene. Hope she gets real better. Gets real better real soon. I've heard your stories and have seen you two on old vids. She's such a dope chick. Thank you. Looney Looney Lisa is exactly what raised me. Drunk too. Fun. The moment I heard her voice, something said, "Uh-oh, I don't know about this." You're talking about the I don't know chick. Yeah. It's probably this channel learning the vocabulary and other people's stories that sharpen the sword. I guess I can sense the sketchiness faster, so thanks all. My so-called mom has the same whiny voice. It sounds nice, but there's something that's inauthentic. In the Now We All Know video, you called Lisa an emotional child and mean girl bully. That's exactly how I would describe my mom. I've been calling this lady a drunk 12-year-old for years now. She's a liar and an emotionally abusive, passive-aggressive asshole. Then her phone will ring and it's back to that fake nice voice and a dumbass story that leads to nowhere. Erica Valerie had a great comment for the Now We Know video. Part of her comment that had me doing the chef's kiss was when she said, victim stance. Perfecto. I like that. Thanks, Erica. This type of narc, drone on, dropping hints about how they were wronged, building that victim stance. When you, well, you know who, and the problem is, okay, though Lisa, the thing is, like, and I know I wouldn't bring her up, those Lisa types are usually queen bee types as well. Those are usually you know, it is prevalent with the black queen bee, the black mother queen bee, and then they revert right to the victim stance. The queen bee loves the victim stance. So, but that's not what we're talking about here. When you do, when you don't do what they want or tell them they're the greatest thing since sliced bread, that's when the emotional mean girl bully comes out. I like how you pointed out a lack of parenting and selfishness. Again, this is what raised me. The need to be in the mix, clubs, roller skating, bars, boyfriends. It was always something or someone that had my mom's attention. Dickin' attention. Supply was more important than her son's well-being or future. When I would go to talk to her about my future, like college or a trade, it would always be a wagging finger to hold on. I'm on the phone. That's when she was around. Oh, I knew that. Oh, you knew not to bother my mother when she was on the blower. That's what my old man used to call it. Oh, she's on the fucking blower, and you don't talk to her when she's on the blower because it's about her friends, or for God forbid she was on with her mother, because you know it was when she hung up that phone with her mother, there was going to be the hell to pay. Usually me, but somebody was going to have to pay for the fucking nonsense that she was dealing with on the phone with her own mother. I saw my guidance counselor once throughout my high school career. That didn't help. Plus, I'm not saying I smelled like weed in high school, but I smelled like weed in high school. LOL. Guess what I was dealing with back home. Guess what I was dealing with back home? Looney Lisa. A so-called mom that refused to answer a direct yes or no question and gives you the blues traveler runaround. Also drinks and forces you to be the parent. What the fuck? I'm lucky I'm not a dope fiend. Add to that, I'm a big black dude. Okay, there you go. So it is relevant. Okay, so it is relevant. So it is the queen bee. So you were raised by another queen bee. This is the again, another queen bee emasculation of their son. Cripples them. Cripples them. The world sees me as a marauding rapist. I'm not taking the victim stance, but shit, when you stroll into your new job and the people grab their wallets, damn, maybe next time I could talk about the underdevelopment of black boys by these BPD, strong, and independent moms. And here's the thing, Kurt. The reason why, okay, look, the reason why they grab they grab their purses, they grab their wallets, okay, is because too many black men who have been raised by these queen bees do exactly that. They're the ones out there making it worse for the honest black men, for the honest black people. Okay? Because this is what they learn. They don't just, you're not just born a thief. You're not just born a criminal. You're not just born with the propensity to steal from people. No, that's learned. It's learned behavior. And then you have to go back and say, okay, well, if it's learned behavior, who raised the motherfuckers? Oh, these queen bees, these single queen bees. That's who. So yeah, be mad, but be mad at your mother. Be mad at the women, the queen bees, who made those criminals in the first place. And it sucks that people treat you like that. But they're treating you like that because of what the queen bee has sown into society. You reap what you sow. The old African proverb, a culture will only rise as high as the moral character of its women. That's an old African proverb. Women are the drivers of culture. What you're talking about there is a culture thing that is going on. Who raised these criminals that now everybody's looking down their nose at you because of it? They did. The queen bee did. And when you try to call the queen bee on it, what's she going to do? She's always going to take the victim stance. Ollie, you probably understand better than most how these black mothers wreck their daughters' lives. But you ever see a car crushed by a monster truck? That's your play theory to the max. When shit goes haywire, everybody's looking under the bed, out the window, when the answer is in the fucking mirror. A real-life Spider-Man pointing at a Spider-Man meme. I'll lead that down the societal narcissism rabbit hole, so I'll stop here. Thanks for all you do. Talk to you later. Thank you, Kurt. Well, thank you, Kurt. Look, I've seen it firsthand. I mean, when I was with Macy's, I worked primarily city stores. Manhattan, Brooklyn, Queens, okay, city stores, predominantly black, predominantly minority. I mean, I think it was only 3% white people in the whole employee base. Most of my staff was either American black, island black, Guyanese, Latino. It's New York City. But you could always spot the black guys working for me who were raised by their mothers and who had either their fathers or a strong male in their lives. Just how they talked and communicated. Like they couldn't act, like I had guys, big guys, like you said, big black dudes who couldn't ask for a day off without coming up with a story. They got to take their mother to the doctor. They're gonna get, and like they whip themselves up into tears 3 times a day. It's like, dude, what? And this is where I first had experience, because I asked the staff supervisor, this guy Jay White. He was one of the floor supervisors. And I'm like, Jay, am I missing something? Why does so-and-so, they can't ask for a day off. They can't ask for a schedule change without some elaborate story, and then they start crying. He goes, because they got no men in their lives. He goes, they have no men in their lives, and they're raised by their mothers. That's what you're getting, because that's what they see their mothers do. And it cripples them. It cripples black guys. It really does. So yeah, I get it. I mean, I've seen it firsthand. And again, most of like what I understand about the queen bee, I learned on YouTube. Is a combination of work and then, people I have followed on YouTube, whether it be, like I said, the late David Carroll, the late Kevin Samuels, Tony, Tommy, Tommy Sotomayor when he was still around. I mean, they scattered those guys. Two of them have passed. Tommy's nowhere to not really anywhere to be found. I mean, I think you could find him. You gotta seek him out. Um, but they're all talk about the same thing. They talk about that queen. They might describe it different. They might have different terminologies of how they label them. Okay. All of this falls under narcissism. All of this falls under the cluster B personality family. Okay. And if you were raised by one of these, whether you're white, black, Hispanic, doesn't matter. Queen bees are in every race. Okay. They've just taken over. They've taken over the black community. And that's the problem. That's why the black community is in the shape that it's in right now. So, and the things you deal with. So, I hope that helps. Thank you so much, Kurt, for your story. And thank you to Teresa for sponsoring. I really appreciate it. Thank you to everybody watching. Please leave any opinions or advice in the comment section below. And again, if you want your story read on the channel, you have a topic you'd like me to cover, something you'd like me to expose, you'd like to set up a Skype phone call, have a private video made, you'd like to sponsor a video like this for someone who needs help and can't afford it, or just make a contribution to the channel in general to keep it supported, growing, and successful, because this channel survives 100% on contributions from all of you. Without you guys, all this goes away. So if you like what you see here and you want to see more videos like this, you know what to do with the PayPal and email links in the description box below. Also, please like and share this video wherever you can. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and be sure to click the subscription bell to be notified of all my video uploads. I'm Ollie Matthews. This has been Refuge from Narcissism. Take care.